Maminchef na mencha atifo. First and foremost, the baby said South African investments EOCO and holding companies I do saying. And of course, major ones in our MTN and Multichoice. Of course, there are other South African professionals who are Juma in a different capacity, mining money. Your friends say your oil sector, they are South Africans, but they're not individuals. But major companies, have been Multichoice. Now, issue ni na say minister, no nyama government, there are issues with MTN, home services, vis-a-vis, cost to Ghanaians. Politically, to be aware, Ubuhunia may be different. Money promises be. I know can't want money in you be added. But I want to believe that Tamil Minister of Opposition. I'm talking about Minister of Communication, Sam George. On say or make a lot of pronouncements and or make a lot of say your taxes MTN that a dozen into a bar or a day or back cattle, they make sure say not buying and I am buying and as a Ghana buying and lend this on better to and to over watch here. I had to my Mufana said the Ghanaians in it. I didn't need the nitty gritty of agreements at the Daho. And in near my work inside, don't know Musumu near my beer inside. And Germany so now no, you barely minister can't thank God no. On an can watch him. The Ghanaian started bitan and say, Emra can see, now then I open so no, Untimi Yamoshi. And no mum the Kofa, the origination of Pone MTN issue at the buyer. It was the pressure from the public arising out of its own promises. And now the same pressure and the bar Multichoice DM so. Under the MTN, I think that they resolve it somehow peacefully. But even with that, you and I know there's a telecommunication or country also are taking the charges. They have 1,000 ways or the increasing indirectly as our G. The government is aware, the state is aware, all past previous governments in himself. Oman Kata now Udua send people in the also they be do elections. No man for MTN for Mamiskati, Minfamura, the election as a party. I'm saying authority because I belong to any party. I can speak to that subject. But NDP, why you be that? MPP, why you be that? Oma Digitica, our telcos and the hope. Let's can now call Genuine say or GC man receive. Or the company profit and Waban also require elections. Moma 5 million, and we need 10 million. Oh, be no bit my challenge me. Say Ghana government previous one both MPP and this home GDA. Now maybe I say, Oko no Oko give cast all the elections. Any scar one had the man yet or set you any tax. Says can we give the end of the bay. And the time many be and the mark companies, i.e. Multichoice. Omubenya sepi to me any abetri say okay, Ebono, the Abajani Abaji because Rabbi Dimsika de Asabi. And you had them messaging citizens. That is not what I'm saying. Officially, it's on the table. But indirectly, may come among what you say. And there may be a ban, any telecommunications, any tech companies or your service providers. Now, in the case of Multichoice, a minister's approach to me, I won't call it undiplomatic, but I will call it, say, a sector. And now we are regulator at the same time. The ministry is with you in your hand, and you are the controller general of that sector ministry. And it's a bad say, per se, who show the machoism and also who show the power of the regulator. There may be ways to do it without the public. Of course, the highlight number two say what the kind indicate is a Multichoice too high. First of all, what we said, can say, cost of doing businesses, cost of services, extremely higher. And it's how the benchmark, compare Nigeria. It is completely wrong. Any company operating in Nigeria, not under the postal regime of Ghana in terms of doing businesses. It is established. Any company here in Nigeria, so if you say Nigeria, obenya profit nipa ba ko 2 cedis da. Or dealing with as many as 200 million people by 2 cedis. Compared to Ghana, here 40,000. Ghana, nipa yusu MTN, your friends, multi-choice services. How many are we? Are we up to 1 million? Not even more than 2 million, not even more than 1.5 million. The minister is aware. Why is it? Kumasi, nipa send the UCTS-TV. Accra, we should not sit and make laws to benefit only an idea benefiting only your friends and the middle class and upper class. Me who will be a sabi. Very few of them. And the be or local na baby a memeti, you are done than some amnia daden. Look what send the UCMTN, DSTV. And 10-20 households be a sabi nipa ba kupe and the DSTV. And in the customer rates. And then the customer services, or run down with only few people in the country as compared to the taxes I would here. The minister and the government must come in on that aspect. If you bring it to compare to Togo, the French for even though say Togo is smaller than Essen, French for per leisure life. Togo forward, DSTV may be clients more than Ghana. Cote d'Ivoire, or more DSTV clients more than Ghana, regardless of your population to change. The need of DSTV clients more than because the government knows the services that Beman and Co. for any agent. And regulators, will make it taxes on those sector and as those companies a bit flexible and also they reflect on cost. But here is the case. Minister Nugu so can say price is not homogeneous. The minister had not come out to tell you and I say taxes here to they are making how Nigerians are paying publicly, but are they making how Nigerians are paying taxes? And I said, those companies' taxes they are paying to Nigerians. Is it mean public? And they are emphasizing. We are now for one roadside, one way traffic of doing bilateral businesses, and that should not be the way diplomatically, because DLTV form service, you have a good service. You have to. The one we found was the whole Greater Accra, and Accra as a region. Takradi, Volta, and not a brown of the moon. Your regions in the Amen family to Inca. A book idea to the whole region, we pay 200 and 200. And if you see, so we have 10 regions. Now, region be man just only about 500 customers. Region be man be 200. Now, I can't be a some couple of other 5,000 or 10,000. And all Kumasi be about 5,000 or 6,000. Tax them and then 3,000-4,000. Who putting the customers not together? It is next to nothing. And it's always striking a healthy balance and comparison. Say, on in Nigeria, it is also wrong. And again, the approach of the social media transaction as a sector, me feel say, a problem kakra. Problem benewo. Yes. Who minister no? When you are boardroom setting. So, next, I would depart social media as a platform to advance and advise. They would also equally use same medium. Abasa na true argumentative, and I want to believe say your procedure you go through. Much as Mr. Sam George is fighting for the interest of Ghana. No? One would say that it's fighting for the interest of Ghana, but then particularly also for the middle class and the upper class and the elite. Because the normal Ghanaians and the Amicable on one say the multi-choice in the fee, let's say Yatuma. What does that? What do I care about? He said, who deal with that kind of issues, sir? I want to suggest that multi-choice might not be right. They might not be right, said they are challenging authority, but it is the mode and the medium. I also then they engage, which I believe say. The government, I think the diplomat was trying to, delve around it because we on the same party meetings near that. Own teaming and near maybe own teaming kind of direct, but you are outside India. You go to my cousin, Mr. Sam George. You should be so tone it down. Not that to tone down. He has to be very, very, very a bit on from Kaka because don't forget that. I would say, what's that I do? No stop you now. Multi-choice, yes. They can go to Tanzania, they are there, they are all over Africa. So severe the business of Ghana. Multi-choice in Kenya, and the numbers are more, 3 times more than Ghana. And what would he do? Ghana for workers. That is where the minister should also be looking at. So how many workers and your friend is saying Multichoice for social binding, a Ghanaians unemployment, a hit you. All those things, you know, we checking in now. No more ministry say the engagement, you know, our social media by the minister with the particular company, you know. I think it is to some extent needless. When I am a regulator, tell them how you want things to be done. Let them also tell you, but you meet them halfway. Tampa, Yamokano, ne boarding, ne mom ampa, yes, we are tax into ministers will be there. If you also go to Ghana tax, GRA, non-GRA person has to say, as far as a friend is saying, Multichoice concerned, you know, do this or that. When the Mamma issue, issue, say, Ghana as a country, Minister Canada, then let's go to Minister of Transport. The whole West Africa, Ghana, any country, you take it, I take it through boarding. Other than media, service, Yanni Airline, Yanni KLM Koko, Yanni British Airways in Koko, Shetogo Kitwa with aircraft to go sign a Koko. Ghana has the most biggest, airport hub in terms of passengers. More than Nigeria in terms of flights, major flights is here. Nigeria is ahead of us because of the numbers. But the whole top region, Ghana have more passengers. Nevertheless, you take it board danger every country. From here to Burkina Faso, 2002. From here to Holland, 800 the economy. And then another minister and Nancy, ministers in Kamwatem. It is because of, say, Ubuta airliner or the country will say, more taxes on the West African belt is highest among the whole Africa. And don't you want to take it to one them? The same issue with the Multichoice. And charge of bro. You can say the cost of doing businesses in Africa. Mr. Sam George is a cabinet minister. They should go to Parliament and talk to it about it. They should go to Parliament and address the issue.
Yo, Mr. Our habianche. Eba say a mining kita hudie mu a we no from near work NHS say nhyɛ da nyansunsan so bia so Ghana and South Africa.
Because say Ninaba o check South Africa. Also so new way of doing business. And I put on record South African basically nobody can come and challenge me as a South African. It is one of the countries I also saw the only thing in South Africa is easy. We wait him the 5-10 minutes at their registered business. Registration of companies and the Omama are flexible. But doing business in South Africa is also not an easy joke. Because when we regulate the BNY or nature the Ghanaian company, every year it has to be closed down because they don't care. South Africans are very hostile. It is as if said the same way South Africa and the whole Africa, only Ethiopia. These are the two countries with very difficult visa procedure for Africans to acquire resident permit to do business. South Africa will as many as more than 18 different type of visas, which doesn't exist anywhere. Only Ethiopia and ESA. And the actual inside the foreign companies, only Indian companies, only Ghanaian companies, only Nigerian. Only Nigeria for a barber shop. They make sure so South African Revenue Authority, because DAT is the strongest and the country in this car. They don't joke it. And they say, and Katansu so through na media about social media may I mean Yanene can watch or coin on Tiasia. South Africa will just only pull their rod and tell you say, get a hell out of here. What's that?
Miss Ombe Pamokra, Yamra Yamsha Banyiri. Yansha Banyiri so near Coso ewo honomo. As I say, and then Contabua betche say Nipa best 48,000 and I displaced because of near Coso ewo Banyiri 31 and I every mo Nipa nante from Bole Abesi Wenchi nam from a man in Kuala Neba. Mr. Awa Habase. Nanse niye koso ewo sa tukwatina semi omukodru Cote d'Ivoire for say yesu ye ni aduane e de momo this week stories are ye bi enono kwan ben ye betimi afa so aso sa hawia no
Amenchel abiem China is in distress. It started some time but actually it's getting a bit worse. Thankfully, thank God and pay yanka your tribal settings any governance of chieftaincy, a Tima community in this country for over 60-something years post-independence. And yet Ghana government at the security, and okay here, and no Timikamo, the Ghanaians, yen Timinya any tribal escalation, nationwide, yen several uprising. But politically, kaka, star issue, we are getting there. We are getting there, meaning, say, politicians, and for that matter, greater in the north. Madika can say, they are cut the topmost military men, topmost police, immigration, customs, and even the parliament. And today say that currently, your ministers and also the cabinet members, the speaker of parliament, predominantly, northern, and one would say, the power of administration now could be the president's Rawlings regime. Northerners are holding bigger positions. I'm never hear a status quo. Say, government be our back from Rawlings time. Now, defense minister, Alhaji Mama, whether interior minister, Northern defense, Northern, President Kofi, the base in the brother, defense. But we can give Northerners on interior, complete supreme power. President Melt Baye, of a starting Mr. Kumbo, or starting also interior. President Mama Baye, of a starting defense, Wyoming, Wayongo, and or starting Kumbo defense, Wayongo, interior. In Sagaga, deputy, interior. President Akufo-Addo, or you do 2 Northerners at a time. Nipi will call 8 years. Ambrose Derry, the only in the history of Ghana, trying to be corrected, only let him 7 years as interior minister. You have this other from a brophony time in a ministry be as sensitively, only 2 years, 1 year, Rawlings, no changing, how I saw I'm way by 1 year, no call way by 1 year. Check that fact. And Jimmy Bissase, I then defense minister, we are north. Interior minister, and currently we are having an interior minister. If even though I'll call him and say, my brother Kumasi boy, that's still he's also from the north. Again, it's that issue, yes, sir. And the issues near Kosovo. Thank God, it cannot escalate to Brahab region. It can escalate to Ashanti region. It can escalate to no, it cannot. Ghana hasn't got that kind of skirmishes and that kind of flashes.
But I'm saying the year yes northern region the year wo Ashanti mantemu say zongu baby te sa boabona
me ba cho any escalation and any terrorist act. There's a difference. Okay. So, because terrorism, it's another criminal to say comfortable feel no about you. And yan to kwan no mukum no. And no terrorism. And someone will be planning say okoye you could be and only the security, but it cannot have an escalation there. Even with that one, who's a South tribe now, said you come on in free mono. Woman call for social arms, that is not how Ghana is structured. Anything under the UN, Ghana is going back. You need now, there be a workers who free ba, almost free stola, and I say almost back through Bali, air by the western border, air down, Cote d'Ivoire. Oman called the northern west, which is getting to Burkina. Oman call upper west, Oman call, and we send it back down. It's upper west one, upper north, upper west one. A coming to Kwakra or Homo. Now, Yamasha said, what are our brothers and sisters from the northern belt, from Tamale, and also from northern region, EOCO, Dabinya Savannah, upper east, upper west, and then parliamentarians, ECA. So, can they? One at a time, so many now come home. Now you are caught near Yamakotanasi. Kandaga, on your Konkoma, on your Wia, on your Frafa, on your Pisacho, on your Dagatia, on your Dogruma, on your Wia. And the other Munina, they are represented as colleagues in parliament. With one person, also your speaker, Ankasa Luckily, also free region as the Upper West Hall. What is the problem here? The problem is Abeye in chieftaincy, you cannot. But the danger aspect of it, due to the sense, Boko flashes, Abba, up to Damango Bole, which had not existed to some extent. Abeye Bimufe, and Abeye Bimu lucrative business. They say, Namini Abaya Kono, Ghana security budget, Ghana National Security Budget. Ghana presidency, chief of staff, emergencies budget. Madam, almost 80% echo north every year. 60% echo boko. By the close of third quarter, which will soon end, that is almost security as parliament approval for contingency budget. How can the whole country, your budget there be a say no north, moko say upper east, moko say currently upper west Babeka. How does it work? Na yemusa say country nsika yinya as a country yenya ni nyina the western region, followed by Ashanti region, followed by Brown region, and then in that order of other regions. Now western region are the highest economic pool of our country women. Our cocoa, biggest cocoa from west. The biggest gold is from west. The biggest oil is from west. Timber from west. Diamond from west. Bauxite from west, and all other minerals. Cocoa Nankasa milk can west in greater produce a greater, followed by the Ashanti. Now no crano, only the almost what the most west schools, deprived communities, deprived roads, bad communities, no elite, and as a college, Ivy League, secondary schools, or the whole western region combined, they look to another one. Omicron taking arms, so they are fighting for the fair share. And when in case of security challenges, we need our problem in Oklahoma. Now, baby, mom, I will say, without much excuses, you ain't got much income from Upper East. You ain't got much income, except say, the border with Burkina now say coming down, or get a break closer to the western border. Oh, that man go down home. Again, if you have gone ever. It is a cover said that a country in Benin Sika or Hodia. Then the Ghana Security Services, and for that matter, Ghana government, only the Kudian to encourages her because ministers with the 500 police, 5,000 police, 10,000 police now don't south. So interesting, Shaka high, logistics, hotel, maybe somebody's budget from what? From the government. So budget here. Police follow could do 6 months, maybe 3 months. They say they cannot even fight the crime. They can't fight because the same politicians have also police in Okosheki are there Chababan creed out. Why they deceive Ubi? But
Obaninia who came in nature senka ma sentokwane koswa. Ma yemfa police force no ma yenko ma yensus o kasemi yensus so a yemfa sika so enwremu enye.
Don't get me wrong, I'm not saying semen so. I haven't come to the solutions. I'm giving you the analysis and comments about what is going on. But what I mean is that police try to do projects don't to combine to kono. The simple thing I mean with Ghana government, that was the point I was making. I interject here. And he said, and then stop Ghana government. One, so Barakusi military barracks permanently our Boko. Okay. Can't hear me. Who are barracks to Puerto Rican and to audience order. That's why they were full base. Tamale, full base. Tamale made it then warrior. And he said, Tamale, no moon to Quincy. Burkina Faso border, a Boko, a Hon and Tokwanasi. Is it difficult for Ghana government to move logistics and put a military base, Boko? Is it difficult now? One who flashes say it's difficult for after Savannah region. Is it difficult so basic military bases now? With the Bushokumase, there are 4 billion Bantama now. What are they doing there? 4 billion barracks, supposed to be one of the strongest, 4 battalions. There may be a Kumase. Kumase order. 2 brigade and to move even the 4th battalion now when she works Ashanti region a whole petrol station and then a stop petrol station. I mean for the public. We did this and your military bill and a permanent our Bokwa. And Kayan science start contingency plan. Drew and Tokwaba, I want to make us immune to social set. Mobile squad will not do no Mako Dana budget. Budget to police for me than you show me. We know. This is what they are giving them. No, go ask the policemen and women. No, say no, Mami, I'm a Kukumi. And a combination of forces politically. The political way to solve the problem of Boko, and now currently Savannah, no, it is not there. I'm just telling you, and I'm not saying because of NDC. MPP did the same thing to some extent, but every government, or managing, or managing story, no, or managing problem, no, you don't eradicate it. And I'm talking about total eradication and total solutions. The total solution lies in the political abilities and political will to resolve the issue once and for all. But if they are not prepared to resolve it, then we are saying, sir, we are challenging the Ghana Army. Ghana Army, only any activities are in a year, except about 250 be a domo peacekeeping. And then a Ghana Army, Ghana Army only farms. And when telecommunication companies like other companies, and on one weapons, and on one assembled ammunition, assembled near the bar. And the Ghana Army net to honor. So when a problem, another security budget, defense budget, and interior budget, they share one community, one town, Boko. One region upper east, now one region upper west. Are you waiting? Isn't it so shameful that Ghana na any political problem? Say, election matter any power boom, there's others on elections are not. Debbie, and Tokobi, and yet Tribal, and I chieftaincy. This should not cost a nation in this modern world. About what army need to go there and let the army base there. No more won't now permanent. Navigation in the border. Immigration for a permanent work, Sabuba border, or a permanent work solar, or a permanent work upper east here, and then a couple to back permanent borders, over permanent. And the solution is that Ghana police, only their own policing. Emergencies, yes, or no better, but the bad problem, Cassia, the defense has to go and stop. The only person to fight the defense and defend the land of Ghana is Ghana Minister of Defense, not Ghana Police.
Opening. Yadasia no pay papa womwa ode aboayen ese asopa wo ho ye ncha asemti enti ejidie ni se ye kan no solutions ahoro a wodi bi aba no empani besom na yatumi aso ano fi se o nante afiri bole o nante afiri nyiri aba wanchi obi dru ho na chese odu ho ano yadasi
so sad in a country like Ghana.
Yeah. That's it.
Peace. Peace more than any other country. The only country that has peace more than Ghana is Botswana on the African continent. No country has that kind of peace. No country because only a revolution that, and they are ahead of Ghana in terms of peace. Now, your country Ghana will travel. We don't have that in any part of the African continent, not even Botswana. Tribal marriage, cross-tribal marriage, Ghana country, they are united. Into escalation of civil war. And we can't want to mean escalation of civil war. Political elections, the clicker. Someone done someone or several political prison terms. So, elections, and you will be a single child, and or several. So, politics has not gotten even, regardless of politicians, that tries to trigger political war. DCC, Cote d'Ivoire, Rwanda, Argentina, just only tribal, started, now we solve. Not that they are security budget. It is some people's business, and it is bad. We have to stop it. We know how it is, and we know we are from the security sector. We understand. We know the international dynamics, and you're doing every year, and it's so bad.
Jerry Ousuapew, on a general secretary, Emma LPG, Amanyuko no, no Enshem Komocho na say, Jerry Machio. Mini abema boko dear.
Boachwani
o se bibia boko
yami adomo
na mo hye ho adom LPG for mo hye ho
eta hopa
mo posters no de da so bobo ho Kofi Akpalo kente da so bobo ho na emom action no na na anu akwati anu mutumi ko obi
ane
mo candidate no
ekwato so miensa
na chese wi anu no ewie mu no onya masai
almost 87 no say so no starting from zero only obia afrina
oni obia na say
no starting or just campaign for just 2 weeks
na general secretary kasi wo mo say na ese manta na chiri o tenkran no wayi wani
na minni o mai ni mu enti dia na ekoso bia na ono ana na eye na ade
aha na mo boa ne de
Moi, never say party de boa na no ye boa na at a point ye say ye opt out of the election, but no say opese okoso na ho den hwe se ne be ya 2028 obetimi agina mu yi nti ono ana etisi mu ano no aye na
de enti emma 82 no onyaye enti se ohwe a na eche se na ho den na mu edu ya 2028 obekro
say owo fiti sabre o say na ni abre a obeye adwuma na kopem say obe reach out to obia na say na semto Ghana and I say akwatiafo akoma so a o ma dinachi na o ma support no
yo eja pe wa no pe ya frɛ wo a eja mokanifo entini ya frɛ mo na wotwi ya che se o hyemu EOCO se party no eyemanimsem ana monte ye
yate yankasa mekɔhwɛ abusia na no na edemaba I'm say me baba drew or Ghana than Sunday anopa. I've done almost a coffee ne free ne demono. Anna ne offer for ne bomb money. Inti ne number na me told me ticket I me buy. Inti me buy ne de na owo EOCO omo head office ewo Accra
enti wadamu be sen wadi be sen wo EOCO fo akache ho
am say eneka ho a ene eka ho be 72 hours near one
72 hours
yeah
na so omo che ne da ben ankasa
omo eche no abinada no omo edene bedru omo fudi ne free kumase bedru enkran anyumre nim inti enra no enana ne 48 hours na elapse inti na make us if we no na bepem sabre ni we are just hitting 72 hours.
Yo, na kwa du ben ye de abonwo?
Almost say adwuma bi okoje ye ewo cocoa board. Cocoa board
Asempa FM.
Ono na omode adwuma na ma na bato de obi enkrata ene koje adwuma no. Ena dia atosubiem am se sikasem na oye adwuma na already certificate no. Sikasem a ewo mu no na omutuaka na koye one dia ayine ene dia no company na ene dia no na koye omo emienu intem problem like intem ho ase eba one dia company na ene dia no intisika no babia anasa dia ogisika na se from cocoa board from so de koye no instead so de beko company no e de akwakoye ono anaduma na de tosu biemu omo se waye forgery ewo document bi mu ni nyina yesika sem ne ho akwan a obefa so age ne sika ano kura woman is
ni nyina ye koko board de no na adwuma na edi adwuma ye kwaya na say electrical cables koko roads ni bi na osi adwuma no wo ye ya na wanye
why adwuma no me no ka say koko board kura de ka 3.5 was certificate I will raise here one more in NTI
if there's any walking say what onya certificate de kwaje na aye ntokwa ewo nipa a ode ne certificate ekoye ekoje ye nu emu omumienu ntamu asanka no de omu ntamu no omoko na ne abamu fojire no de no fojire ne de no na yagina so ache no anase de he
dia niama ewo mu nyina no so mo se obedada abai ni nyina che se ono na omunim so mo de adwuma ma no no de company for the budget adwuma no anye ono ne company eno akoye forgery enso ewo company ni inti asem na nyina no na asem na nkasa oni nipa na ntem asem no ewo quarter wo mo eka ho asem
na ebra yokofo chi no esese odamu na yema ni beli no ne wonkonta wubu edi ese atwamu ani se o
anu ano wanya bill na bae na de asa ana de ana yen susu se ebeye yi no abroso
ebeye yi ben moantimi amiti bill condition na moantimi amiti
tese adna de asa entine na ye tuhu na mo bia na enyi time in buy bill condition ne buy no na na 5 abapa because you call your office eco coefficient a honum tibia bibi almost abeka bibi na say omo yoku for adwuma na ti free a honum buy no na say adiasa na officials into anamobia
ade asan so de na che se unim se memene da kwasi ata de jejuada sa na tie
sa pepepe
na ehun se na nsen woni ekoyu ko ho beti o msio na we di esododo condition no che se yadwene ho aye nte ase momo de no ejina sen
almost 10 million
Ghana cedis.
Yeah, landed property. I worked that much. I need 2 sureties.
Nti eno no de ensumo ye kora se mbenya bidie agina kagina mu no.
Aso pa eno na make say dia na ye susu no.
Asempa FM.
Abro so bibri.
Nanka mumu susu ye no ne say.
Ghana yeah, come on, is about 3.1 million. Into at least in car, you been a bill no, around 3 million honoma. And you pay almost pajamu and they got 10 million. Into you go so working around. Sinebea enkopen Monday anopana na bibia adadini.
Na watimi akohwe no ne ho ye de.
I know many lawyers, many the last people are you free from the lawyer and the appeal could be lawyer for
na ne ho ye
pa
anyway eye
asa wani edda bibi so se betimi asi na asi unse enye onwanwa bebre
nti no onim se chia wo mbeche no moa
say ono na chia de
Asempa FM.
Buying one position now, Omokas or Mubachino can be also. Into the loophole. Bia Nana, I was on the first one. As a mere me, Sana, I tell so when you be a kind watch.
Sir, Eja, me mean your lawyer ni. Na mintumi ntina fidie susu mu asemi no se ye kambrofo fo girede a na kire se mu ehu se oka ba ko se eye ne ode ne nkrata ekoje contract no omontamu omoko na mse ye hode ye se me ni kwaku makọ akwaje ade ne ye ko a kenu de mfa eho ba fo gire no ehemu no
eba mu no na amana fo bi ho
If any a walk and no one say, ye per watch wa, ye soon yammy abey me, Madame Hosso. It ye per watch or napa, wa cotam and umchong one dia na a muerum cacra.
No, because Obecho na nye say wabonitri mupa, and canipa me no e contuka, and Kiacheba Kujabako.
Asempa FM.
Tinka ni ono so de ne certificate ne man no nke enchi ono so nka ho.
Ase enchi nipa ba ku enja ba ku se nipa mienu na eko a. E na omu mienu nso na sikasem na omu mienu na adi. Enti no ono na oka ho bi no so ono nso de ne document. E na e ba be ye. E na sika no waji mu bi. I shall say, I can say, I can't manage. Kofi raising the certificate now, your man first payment. I know the command nipa. Now, some of them person dive into it. As I want you to make at the match remove deeply. Or during the first payment, I know the command nipa. And a nipa chase can mean the same nipa account. And a nipa they go to an account in the so you are no pen or no the mark of fee, and I dare before buy.
I said, did ya?
I will cry the end of the day, as you see.
Some
Makoya Juma number. Intino, Jenna Yisi can a brand, Namen Fankutia, Akafoka, Niantua Jumanaso. What's a man, my chase can move and a mafa. Fa. Somebody made a quadrimany. Ajuma yuzo o dama ne kapre enko ajuma ni o de anese o de o company registration emma Kofi inti e hona de ntawantawa ne started bar o montem ena o kanu nipa ne se kwan ono befa so Kofi ne befa so agi ne sika bia on fa so nje ne sika ena ma Kofi ne so kokko forged documents ho asem na e baaye na eno ne ma sa asem na so e kokko baaye ono so per ways and means we raise certificate of ways and means ya na check e dia ma no o pe kwan anya sika no nipa register so ano afa Nipa na akwa timi si mu koko board no akwaje sika no emubi Kofi na akwa ye na djuma no ono ete ho no ma no afrafra no atise payment be bada sei no ko no timi akwaje 1 million no afa e wa bra ni 1 cedi inti se wa se na obeye na wa de na obeye
na Kofi no onim sa nipa yi ana nya ne yonko onim no
yeah say sika se nipa
mehu enti yada se ni nchiremu efise sane amanfo ka se na nsen atwere nchemu esi ye ne nsam obeka ye ho ahini ye de akire no yada se wa me ehu nchiremu
no ka se eno na omodigina so ekese pa because me apia stadium efre me ka sa se mu ekire me denti as me ka kire o se no nim se we basi enti no prepare ne ho e twen dakro
tina
ye de be ba che no because anya secret ushia Well, down for an only and this in Libya, they are no kind of yabacha. Intino, not in Crawford, Guinea almost say, Waji, a Juma, and a onye. Now, me nante for more than 15 years. Ah, menene na manopa wi anwumre. De tie ntema na say yapon ayekọ ye ono ko dan fie na mso makọ dan fie. Oye, workaholic. Adwuma bi kura mitimi ka say ade de eso ebro woso. Yempedi ubetimi aye no ne. Oso obeye. The bill between pebosia bia bank bia adwuma ya kan wasem bank they dey ahometie ne buy no we raise certificate yetua bank ya tese yetua na individual afasika no onye sika mfan kutua bank ne ka
yo eja me yenhwe animu na yenhwe Juada ne ebesi enti from near wakan no Juada enu ho na maboabo mo ho awie ne yetimi yi no a ye beto ankomo twetwen ne so
medamo so mo ne atifo nyina ase
tifo so da wase abusia ene a uti ye general secretary ya woda LPG amanyuko no ano Liberal Party ano ena wache nene no Jerry Owusu apawu ena wache mu ni enti Kofi Akpalo na ano EOCO fo kofa no edabnada no woda so damu wanwu asem no nkyeremu no wode aba no waji obi edi abroso ti ho ensem eno no na anu eba ayo mo se waji sika di wa anya dwuma no je yi chese dwuma de waye na sika chemu abufuo ho ne ye de a kire no yi na make multi-choice asem ene soafo hwe o mankita udi asem no Ghana na senior yayi no a okọ South Africa manumu ambassador Kwashi edi asem bi atudwa fa ho a wo che se soafo Sam George anhwe yi a wanhwe yi a ne wo ye no investor confidence say GDA wo say investors enya wo manum say wo de osika mbebi adwuma wo Ghana no ebe den wo de yentie nasem ni bi emra ye ba ye beto aso mediatro anim say ebe ko binyiri so wadwenche oba Facebook YouTube abetumi edibi ato ho yentie ambassador Kwashi nasem a ode atu edwa na yento aso.
I think that this is something that can be resolved amicably. I have privy to information that indicates that Pretoria wants to negotiate whatever is happening. The Foreign Affairs Minister has been very instrumental in this, and I'm sure that the Foreign Affairs Minister have been having conversations with the Minister of Communications. I think what is happening is us all trying to get quality service at affordable price for our people. And so I'm sure that negotiations are ongoing. We would be able to resolve this. The fourth and back with the statement the minister gave and what Multichoice have said this evening, I'm sure that we can streamline it into one thing, that whatever the regulator has asked that they should do, I'm sure that they are a business entity that will comply. Yeah. But I'm sure this is about negotiation, and the Foreign Affairs Minister has personally told me that he would ensure that the right... well, diplomacy, we would solve it. It's true, they've complained that we're doing it in the public domain. We should do this in the boardroom. Like I indicated, the Foreign Affairs Minister has spoken to them and have indicated that we'll solve it in the boardroom. Whatever is happening, if you've read the communique from the Communications Minister, it's just that he's enforcing what he believes that the regulator is mandated to do. And I believe that we have businesses. You see, what makes it difficult for some of us as diplomats is that we've just gone through orientation and we've been given KPIs. The KPIs, we need to achieve them because there's a reset agenda that has to do with diplomacy as well. And I believe that ambassadors are supposed to go out there, get people to come and invest in the country and all of that. So when it happens like that, it becomes a bit challenging. But I can assure you that the President John Dramani Mahama we know and his administration, I am sure that in the days and weeks to come, we'll get...
Why is it difficult for anyone in government to just ask the communications ministers to at least tone down Is it because he's confident that, well, this is the only way out?
The communications minister is not just operating in a vacuum. He has indicated as to pricing policies in the sub-region. He believes that we are not getting value for money. He believes that we are paying more than we are getting. And I think that the first communique that came from Multichoice, they also indicated that there are certain operational costs that they are incurring. That is why it's going to be difficult. In fact, in their first release, they indicated that they were going to consider reducing prices, but not under the time frame that the Minister of Communication has given. But I believe also that the Minister of Communication also believed that over the years, they've been able to take more and have given us not the kind of service that we want. I think that the Communications Minister, we all know him, he wants to enforce the law, and I believe that we'll go to him and passionately appeal with him that this is the Africa we want. This is the trade we want among ourselves. You see, the good thing is that when he did it with MTN, quickly it was resolved. MTN also has got its roots from South Africa, and it was resolved. So I can tell you confidently that South Africa is not happy to have a trade war with us when it comes to Multichoice. They want to get this resolved, and according to what the minister is saying, I'm sure. Well, and so that is where we are looking at the diplomatic aspect of it, so that even if they are going, they don't go bitter. They don't think that their businesses were not appreciated in Ghana. I'm saying that Multichoice, you and I know that Multichoice, I remember when I was having this discussion at home, I was told that if Multichoice is gone, how do you watch your soccer on EPL and others? But I think that the interests of the Ghanaian people come first. The interests of the South African business people also comes first. We would need to marry the two and ensure that we do what is right for both parties. The minister believes, and I also believe, that Multichoice has indicated that it's true, we'll have to do a reduction, but not under the framework that we have now. How do we solve it? We need to sit down and ensure.
Some say this was avoidable, and it's happening because you, the diplomats, have not intervened as you should.
No, like I indicated, the Foreign Affairs Minister has done behind the scenes. I know what he has done in all of this. He has worked extra time to ensure that the South Africans come on board and come on board properly.
Abusia we yenuanom joy for interview soga na wote se one Ghana na msini yo South Africa menwene wenye hya wi a wo kontie tumi kan sa e ma ne yeye nti interview a wo ye ni nyina ye se wona wo kosi Ghana nam e wo South Africa menumu eti ekoba se South Africa nyuma ni bi ya o mabebo mo sesen e wo mayimu MTN na o ka ho asemi and then now Multichoice MTN for the o matimi asolve awie na Multichoice for the ebeye no a emeye se owo nwuma a obebiebie no my Ghana mu o mo ba na eche se ye di wani opening dia twidwa se e wo se yadwen ekitahudie no wo ho ya Foreign Affairs Minister na ese ukuje to abam enye Sam George nko Foreign Affairs Minister bone dia a oye but e wo se yadwen Ghana for so ho